Good morning, Reverend Tony here, heading out for a morning walk with my dog Pancake, thinking about an awesome new holiday movie I saw last night. Take a walk with us, tell you about it. Before I tell you about the movie I saw last night, just a reminder that if you haven't done so already, please like the video, subscribe, share it with other people, leave us a comment, ring the subscription bell so you get notified when Pancake and I make more videos. All that stuff helps us out a real lot with these videos, and we really appreciate it. Thanks. Before I begin, I just want to say that there is no production company, no director, no studio, no actor, nobody giving us any money to promote the movie I'm about to talk about. So this is all just a little review based upon how much I loved a film I saw last night with my wife Tuesday. Last night, Tuesday and I went to see The Holdovers. It's a new holiday movie starring Paul Giamatti as a crusty, curmudgeon-y teacher at one of these fancy New England boarding schools. Think Groton, Exeter, Phillips, that kind of thing. And there's a number of students who are not going home for the Christmas holiday break, and they're called the Holdovers. And this teacher gets stuck with being, in a sense, their babysitter for the Christmas break. And after a few days, someone's dad comes and takes them away, and he offers to take the rest of the students too to go skiing and whatnot, spend the holidays with them. Comes in a helicopter, really interesting. And there's only one kid left behind, and they can't reach his parents because they're off on a delayed honeymoon, which he is really angry about because he gets left behind at the school as a holdover at the last minute, and he's grouchy. And he's there with the teacher and the cook at the school, who is there to make the meals and so on and so forth. And the movie is about the relationship that develops between the cook, the teacher, and the student. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Christmas time. I grew up with a family that loved to celebrate Christmas, a grandmother who made all kinds of homemade arts and crafts and made tons of stuff at Christmas. And I have lots of things on our own Christmas tree made out of seashells and pine cones and other things that my grandmother made. So Christmas is a big deal with me. I've always loved Christmas movies. I love The Muppet Christmas Carol. I love Miracle on 34th Street. I love It's a Wonderful Life. I love Elf. I love lots of really great holiday movies. And this movie, The Holdovers, is now on my list of great holiday movies I'm going to have to watch every year when the season rolls around. You will love it. Part of what I love about the movie, let me get out of that horrible backlighting. Here we go. Great sun this morning out on our walk. Part of what I love about the movie is it's set in 1970, and the film is made to look like it was made in 1970. So it's a story set in 1970 that looks like it's a film from 1970. It is wonderfully done, and it's really cool, and there's a great soundtrack. And being a kid who grew up in the 70s, all the things such as the mustard-colored wall phone with the rotary dial just made me smile all the way through the film. It's hard to make a good holiday movie because you're expecting a bit of sentimentality. You're expecting, a little bit of a holiday season miracle. You're expecting things to be a little formulaic. So given that formula, it can be really difficult to really grab the heartstrings and do it in a way that doesn't get too sappy, too over-saccharine, too ridiculous. And this film doesn't go into any of those problem areas. Yes, the plot's a touch predictable. Yes, it's really sentimental, sometimes overly so at times, but there's also a lot of complexity. There's a complexity of adolescent emotions when a young person feels like their family doesn't care about them. There's a lot of complex emotions around a person nearing the end of a teaching career who's curmudgeon-y and hasn't gotten what they wanted out of life. There's the cook whose son is dead and is dealing with that grief. And the three characters learn more about each other, learn more what's behind the mask that they each show the world. And it's really wonderfully done. It's very real in that sense. And so the touches of the sentimentality in the holiday movie cliches, in the student teacher movie cliches, they all work. They don't get in the way. I cannot recommend this movie highly enough. If you're a person who loves the holidays and loves holiday movies, you're going to want to see this. It's going to become a regular part of your holiday movie rotation. So go see The Holdovers. It's amazing. It's a little bit It's a Wonderful Life. It's a little bit Dead Poet Society. It's really just, it's great. It just kicked off the season. It's starting to get cold here. I got my winter hat on. It's a great start off to the holiday season as I'm thinking about planning my family's Thanksgiving dinner and getting ready to get the house decorated for the holidays and seeing what I want to do for my loved ones as Christmas approaches and all that. So go see The Holdovers. They're not paying me for this recommendation. This is just genuine. My wife and I loved this last night. We talked about it all the way the ride home. We talked about it again this morning over coffee. I think Pancake's getting a little sick of hearing me talk about it right now. Let's check. Yep, Pancake's wanting to go over there and do some other stuff. So, The Holdovers. Go check it out. Kick off your holiday season. Kick off that holiday spirit with a great new holiday film. Come on, buddy. One of the things my wife and I loved about this movie, as we were talking about it afterwards, was that the student Angus and the teacher and the cook Mary, they're all lonely for various reasons. And fate kind of throws them together, and without family, they form a family of choice, which is what a lot of us do when we've either had loss or for other reasons are not connected to our families of origin. And the holiday they make is kind of a friend's Christmas, like a Friendsgiving. It's beautiful. It's also given me the idea for another one of our morning walk videos. I think I'll start thinking about some of my other favorite holiday films and do a recommendation list. Until next time, remember that Pancake and I love you. Bye. Check out my website and blog at tonylorenzen.com for even more resources that will open your mind, touch your heart, and inspire your spirit.